Hello, my name is Oliver Bryant, and this is my Week 7 assignment for FTT122, Introduction to Ammunition Basic Ballistics. This is a 4-part assignment, and for Part 1, you asked us to take the dummy round that SDI sent us and demonstrate the proper method of disassembly into its multiple components, the case and projectile, because it is a dummy round. And you also want us to describe which components were missing, and if it were a live round, you want us to demonstrate as if it were a live round that we were taking apart. So starting off, we'll take, not for certain the proper term for this piece, but this piece will lock into the rim of the projectile, or the case. Then you will place this case into the hammer impact separator. Then you'll make sure it's snug, and good habit to always put on eye protection. And also, I don't know if you're wearing earbuds or headphones or anything, but this could hurt your head, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and see if 3 hits. Alright. So, with that being separated now, you can see the bottom there, projectile. If it were a live round, you would want to take the casing out, make sure you get all the propellant out of it, set that aside, and then you'll get your powder pan, and you would dump your contents into this. Make sure you get all your propellant out. With it not being a live round, we do not have the propellant, and we also do not have the primer. So I will go ahead and set these components aside for further use and get to the rest of this. So with the dummy round that we had disassembled, you want us to find the measurements. So with that, I will go ahead and start with, I'll actually jump a step forward, and I will draw the graph just so I can write down everything as I'm taking the measurements. So, less likely to forget. So I'll draw, I got a piece of graph paper here, and I will draw the projectile. And they're not going to be exactly to scale. I guess it's one of those close enoughs kind of works. So, and this is the 7mm bullet that I'm taking apart. So, projectile to the left, and I'll have the case to the right. And this is also a belted case. So, and this is not going to be exact by any means. So for the projectile measurements, I'll be writing in red ink. For the the casing, I'll be writing in blue. And we'll go ahead and we'll start with the dimensions for this. I am using a digital caliper meter, and I will go ahead and start by making sure it is 0. And I'll start with the caliper, or the projectile's dimension. So this thing, projectile is weighing in at, I don't know if you can see it that great, but 0.2815 of an inch. So go ahead and write that down, 2815. So I'll write the dimension of it. Dimension would be 0.2815. Now we'll go for the length of the projectile. And that is 1.2155. That one, 1.2155. $1.2155, and now we will move on to the case. So we'll set the projectile aside, go with the case. So with the rim size of the case, is, make sure it's centered, we are at a 5285. 5285 for the rim. So, switch inks. 52, say 5285. 5285, and then we'll go with the case dimensions. It's the same. 805 in the middle, so it is a tapered case. Just go ahead and do the dimensions. Middle of the case, across the middle, and that was 800 or 505, right? Mm-hmm. 5.505. Now we will measure the overall length of the case to the shoulder. We're at 6 minutes. I run out of time. We're at 2.0495. So we'll go 2.0495. I'll go with the shoulder dimensions here. Shoulder reset. And we are looking at 0.2 thousandths of an inch easy. 2 thousandths. 0.2 thousandths. And then we'll go ahead and do the neck dimensions. And that is 0.2410. 0.2410. Alright, so there are the dimensions, the projectile in its case. Hope you don't mind my writing. And now you want us to demonstrate the proper method of finding a projectile's weight using a scale that SDI sent us. And here I have the Lyman, or Layman, I guess you can call it, digital scale. And first thing off, you always want to make sure that your scale is to 0. So I'll go ahead and switch it to grams, because this is 100 grams. Set it on there. Exactly 100 grams. So I'll switch back to grains, and I'll take the projectile, set in the middle, and this is a 159.9, so 160 grain projectile. So I'll write that 159.9 grain. Then there we have it. So thank you and goodbye.